now proceed and start the meeting. For records purposes, Secretary, can do you do the roll call, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon's BAC Delta meeting. Please acknowledge this proceedings is being streamed online via our CAAP YouTube account. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Our presiding officer, Colonel Valentino Janela, will not be around. Attorney Frank. Our presiding officer is Attorney Frank Edward Marty.
Present online.
Engineer Gary MJD.
Present ma'am online.
Engineer Josue Sugi.
Present po
Good
online.
afternoon, sir. And our end user from the ADMS, Architect Emerson Salas. For the
Present
back,
ma'am online.
for the back technical working group, Attorney Marie Dane Espiritu. Present. Attorney Edilisa Irugin.
Present po.
Mr. Marco Antonino Javier.
Present.
Engineer Rene Santiago. Engineer Florian Atienza. Engineer Nonato Gayondato. Engineer Michael Macabenta.
Present.
And Miss Marilu Vibar. For the back, Secretariat, our overall head, Dr. Rolly Bayaban, Irish Presyon, Attorney John Bo Masiglat,
Present.
Miss Melina Reyes, Mr. Sonny Villabert, and our minutes taker for today's meeting is Miss Diana Isley Medalla. Sir, also in attendance are the other members of the back Secretariat, as well as our observers from the COA, from the IES, the OTR, PCCI, and the Procurement Division. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Secretariat. Considering with the certification of the Secretariat that there is already a quorum, so let us now call this meeting to order. So we have here for this afternoon the first agenda, the Pre-Procurement Conference for the repair and rehabilitation of General Santos Airport Development, General Santos Airport Passenger Terminal Building and Facilities. This is a DOTR downloaded project amounting to 5,545,829 pesos and 11 centavos. Who will be presenting this one?
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes, Attorney Bo.
Yes. Mr. Chair, I was informed by the end user that the needed documents and justification for this one, considering that the proposed mode for procurement is emergency procurement, the needed justification is still for the review of the signatories. So I think the recommendation of the end user is to forgo with the presentation of this one, considering that documents are still unavailable.
So yeah, this was the subject of previous meetings discussion, right? That that the end user had to present the justification for the emergency procurement prior to the presentation for the pre-pro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think with that, considering that it is the condition of the members of the committee to have that document, the justification presented before or be ready during the time of the presentation for pre-proc, then I think we have to defer the discussions of this today, unless there is like I mean a comment from other members.
No comment on my part.
Thank you, Sir Josue. Sir Gary, can we just forego this one, right?
Yes, no further comment.
Okay. Um, let's proceed directly to item number 3. Before we proceed with item number 3, just a reminder to the end user that to have the document be prepared before the presentation. And we will be scheduling this, considering that this is an emergency procurement, the next scheduled meeting.
Understood, sir.
Thank you, Attorney Bo. So our next item is a presentation of the technical evaluation report for the emergency procurement for the contactless common use self-service CUSS counter for Bicol International Airport Also, the OTR downloaded project amounting to 12,020,072 pesos and 76 centavos. So this will be presented by TWG. Am I right?
Yes,
Go ahead,
for
Attorney
a
Day.
while. For a while lang po. Kunin ko lang po yung file.
Ako na, Attorney Ding.
Ito na mic. Okay. Tama, no? Ito yung mic. No?
Yes po.
For the post qualification report for the emergency procurement of contactless common use self-service kiosk at Bicol International Airport amounting to 12,020,072.76 ABC. Location of the project is in Bicol International Airport. The name of bidder with the single calculated bid is Wilcox, Wilcox Philippines Inc. Name of the bid is 12,015,083.91. So these are the following documents required under the emergency procurement. Business or mayor's permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located. So they submitted a business permit issued by the city of Makati on 23 December 2020 and valid until 31 December 2021. The omnibus return statement in accordance with section 25.3 of the IRR. So, um, the remarks is responsive. Also, we submitted a notarized omnibus return statement, um, dated November 24, 2021, and then the latest income and business tax returns. Remarks responsive. They submitted an annual income tax return for the calendar period ending December 2020, which was filed last 18 November 2021. And for the contractor's location, responsive again, and they offered a total bid of 12,015,083.91. And the submitted detailed bill of materials or quantities was also responsive. So for the recommendation of the TWG, with reference to the above findings, the bid proposal of Wilcox was evaluated and considered as the single calculated and responsive bid for the project entitled Emergency Procurement of Contactless Common Use Self-Service Kiosk at Bicol International Airport. In this regard, we recommend the awarding of the contract in the amount of 12,015,083.91 to Wilcox. That will be all for the presentation of the TWG.
Thank you, Attorney Dane. Can we flash again the recommendation portion, please? Attorney Dane, um,
Yes, po.
can we flash again the recommendation portion? Thank you. Okay. At this point, we are now opening the floor for any comments or clarifications from the members of the committee. If there is none, maybe we can have a motion.
Through the chair.
Yes, Sir Jose.
Yes, as I can remember, we have discussed during the previous meeting that they amend or make an addendum of the justification why it is purchased through emergency procurement. Do we have it now?
I think, Attorney Dane, you already amended the justification, or Attorney Bo, right? You already.
Yes, Mr. Chair. We have a copy. I will flash it on screen, sir. One moment, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Attorney Bo, still with us?
Yes, sir. We're just looking for the copy of the supplemental memorandum, sir. Apologies.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes, go ahead, Attorney Irish.
Sir, I have with me the supplemental memorandum, sir. If the committee would allow, I would flash my screen.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir.
Is that the same memo Attorney Bo is referring to?
Yes, sir. I think this is the same one, sir.
Okay, go ahead, share.
Sir, can you see my screen? The supplemental memorandum for the members of Black Delta.
Yes. This is a non-dated document, or we have.
Sir, this is an undated document, sir.
Okay. But do we have the approval? Can you show the approval portion, please?
Yes, sir. This is the signed portion, sir. This was signed by Colonel Valentino Donella and attorney with the concurrence of Attorney Bonaventura, sir.
Being the chief of legal. Okay. Sir Joshua, or perhaps Attorney Irish, can you provide the gist of the memorandum, considering that it's too small for us to read? Maybe you have the hard copy and you can share the gist of the memo.
Attorney Frank, if I may,
Yeah, go ahead.
will be the one to provide the gist for this one.
Go ahead, Attorney Bo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the supplemental memorandum, the ADMS has um, said that the memorandum refers to the procurement of the CUSS counters at Bicol International Airport through emergency procurement, considering that it will help mitigate the transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Um, so the the supplemental memorandum that was flashed on screen, the ADMS included therein the functions of the CUSS counters. One of which is that it is designed to curb the spread of the COVID-19 virus um, because of its screen mirroring technology, wherein the passengers need not touch any screen. With a scan of a QR code using the passenger's mobile phone, what is shown on screen in the check-in counter will be reflected on the phone as well, and they may proceed with the check-in using their personal mobile phones. Now, um, moreover, during the planning stage of the procurement of these counters, the CAAP management was advised that the inauguration of the commercial operations of Bicol International Airport will be transferred. The old the operations of the old Bicol International Airport will transfer to the new Bicol International Airport, which will also coincide with its inauguration on October 7. So considering that the new capacity for Bicol international airport would already be around um, 2 million passengers. Uh, Management has had no time has no time to procure this through a regular bidding, considering the time is of the essence, and we need to address the possible influx of passengers. And in the memorandum, the ABMS also cited the provisions of the IRR under 53.2, which says that emergency procurement may be resorted to in case of imminent danger to life or property during the state of calamity or when time is of the essence. And considering that in this case, we are in a state of calamity as pronounced by the President himself through Proclamation number 1218 dated 10 September 2021, the emergency procurement for these kiosks is really the option for the end user, which is also its recommendation. That would be all.
Thank you, Sir Joshua. Would that be okay, sir?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I defer to your wisdom.
Yeah. Well, considering that it has already been concurred as well by the Enforcement and Legal Service Chief, it has already the legal pass that the procurement mode for appropriate for this project is emergency procurement, citing the grounds and the reasons as well as the relevant laws, pertinent laws. Then perhaps we can move uh, with the emergency procurement as a mode. Any other comments or questions? If none, maybe we can have the motion. Attorney Dean, can we flash again the recommendation, please? Okay, we have here the recommendation to award the project to PhilCAAP.
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Sir Gabby.
Yes, I move to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to award, hindi ko kita masyado eh, maliit na cellphone na ako. This project to PhilCAS in the amount of 12,015,083 pesos and 91 centavos only.
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Gary. Thank you, Sir Josue. So it has been moved and duly seconded. So the recommendation of the technical working group to award the project emergency procurement of contactless common use self-service kiosk at Bicol International Airport to PhilCAAP Philippines, being the single calculated and responsive bid in the amount of 12,015,083 pesos and 91 centavos is hereby approved as recommended by TWG. Thank you, Attorney Dane. So, the next item, we only have like other matters. Any other matters from the TWG and BAC Secretariat?
None for the Secretariat, Mr. Chair.
None
Oh.
from the
Thank you, Attorney Dane. Thank you, Attorney Irish. Any concerns or agenda or items to be discussed from our members? Sir Gary, Sir Josue?
None on my part. Sorry, Mr. Chair.
None on
Thank
my
you.
part as well, Mr. Chair.
Okay, considering that we do not have any other items to be discussed, so perhaps, we can now adjourn this meeting. So again, thank you again, everyone for attending and keep safe, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.